I want to know who the guy is who didn't like the video for the Michigan State game because someone reminded me, hey, you did this for Michigan State. We lost. Well, no doubt about it, because somebody was sitting there about an hour after the game on Saturday, the day, October 30th, when Michigan lost to Michigan State, and said, I didn't like that video. Yoder told me. So let's just not jinx it, okay? Let's just all do it together. It's really simple. I am so superstitious when it comes to sports. Hell, I'll touch the side of my face before every play. If I did it once to scratch and they got like a 20-yard gain, I'm doing it every single play the rest of the game. So this is the same thing here. Don't jinx it. Like the video. Let's beat Ohio State again. Let's get this bad boy done, folks. I'm excited to see what happens on Saturday. Like the video. Don't jinx it. Don't be the guy sitting there. Yoder told me to do it. Like the guy. Michigan State week. Quick reminder before we dive into today's show. If you've seen it the last couple of weeks, BetUS, Chat Sports, bringing back the jersey deal, chatsports.com/GoBlue. You got to use that link so you can track it to this promotion. Promo code GoBlue. You get the Michigan football jersey and the 125% deposit bonus. I'll give you some more details later in the show, but wanted to hit that off the top for those of you who don't watch every single minute of every single show. Free jersey from us, jersey at chatsports.com to redeem, and 125% deposit bonus. Minimum $100 deposit, and have to make your first bet by end of day Saturday. Let's talk about some Michigan football news, rumors, questions. We're going to talk about mailbag questions from you guys, but did want to discuss a little bit of a exciting thing, at least for me. My boyhood idol, a guy who I also co-hosted a Super Bowl party with, Chat Sports did, the company that we are run here, about 5 years ago. Brett Favre, Charles Woodson, Tiki Barber, Chat Sports, Pac-12, big Super Bowl party. And my boyhood idol, he's going to be honored Saturday before the game, before kickoff. And I'm sure they'll also call him out into the field during the game. I'm hoping that Charles Woodson gets the chance to talk to the team Friday or, hell, Saturday before the game, right? He knows how to win, 3-0 in his time at Michigan. And 95-96, Michigan were huge underdogs in that game. They still won it. He got inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame over the summer, and Michigan will honor him as an alum and, of course, now a Pro Football Hall of Fame member. But I'll ask you guys this question before we dive into today's show. Is Charles Woodson the greatest Michigan football player ever? One of 3 Heisman Trophy winners, Tom Harmon back in the 40s, Desmond in 91, Charles in 97. Type Y for yes or type N for no. If you're typing no, you better bring some data, though, because that's my guy. Charles Woodson, he's my best friend. Believe me, he might not feel the same, but that's the way I feel, okay? You best friends don't have to be a bilateral thing. It can be a unilateral relationship. Dino DeLuca coming in. These were our post-game questions. So I sat on these for a few days because there's a few more pressing topics I wanted to discuss. But these were reactions within an hour and a half of the Michigan-Maryland game on Saturday. So I'm like, okay, let's let this simmer for a few days. Let's see what happens here. Dino DeLuca says, yes, good win, but why would Pinhead Harbaugh, hey, no name calling here, not play JJ the entire second half? Funny enough, my producer Jeremy from Saturday when we were watching the game was like, why isn't he keeping McCarthy in there? Get him more reps to Ohio State. Good question. McCarthy, nice game on Saturday. All right, showed the legs. Came into the game after the block punt from Michigan, showed the legs a little bit later on, showed the arm, hit Mike Sainristil in the back corner-ish of the end zone, but Sainristil had to make a really nice catch. But that's the second time in the last 4 games that JJ has thrown a ball kind of over a receiver's head. The only person who could get it on the field was the wide receiver. Came down with it. Andrew Anthony did against Michigan State. Mike Sainristil did against Maryland, and it's something that Michigan's been missing for a while from that quarterback position. So it's nice to see a pro-level style quarterback who can make that throw. No knock on Cade McNamara. He's done an excellent job. But I think we'll see a lot of J.J. McCarthy. We'll talk about him more in a second. Because the next question coming up from YTK at MERS 1184, how much does J.J. need to play for us to win? It's a good question because I think that Michigan, by all, historical context, you would say Cade got us to 10-1. It's not like you get to 10-1 every year, and he hasn't done anything to lose games. If you want to say blame a loss on somebody, you could say, hey, it's on J.J. McCarthy. But I expect a lot from McCarthy on Saturday. I would expect you to see, outside of some scrub playing time he's had early in the year or against Maryland, I expect more playing time in crunch time this week than probably he's gotten all year. And that means just coming in for one play, giving Ohio State something else to think about, or talk about like the Death Star lineup of like A.J. Henning out wide. He can come in reverse, and then Corum, Donovan Edwards, or Corum, Edwards is out wide. Hassan Haskins also in there. With J.J. McCarthy, you can pass, you can run. McCarthy can go. It'll be pretty interesting, but I think he's a player that Michigan needs to introduce to this Ohio State defense to give them a chance to, to score more points and to catch Ohio State a little off guard. Coming in from our Facebook page, it's Chase Roan. Is that R-O-A-N? Yep. We need Hutchinson and Ojabo to have their best game and keep the pressure on Stroud. If not, we will get smoked. And folks, what a game by Coleridge Stroud, Ohio State's redshirt freshman quarterback. You're saying, Coleridge? Who's that, James? That's the man's name. Mama calls him Coleridge. I'm going to call him Coleridge. 91% completion, 32 of 35, twice as many touchdowns as he had incompletions, throwing 30 times. I bet that's one of 10 or less times in college football that's happened in a major, Power 5 level game. But my message to you, Aidan Hutchinson, to you, David Ojabo, hit Coleridge Stroud so hard that his grandma feels it, okay? That's like a line from, I don't know, a movie or something like that. I think it's that movie, The Program. I'm going to hit him so hard his grandma feels it. Hit him hard. CJ Stroud is playing in an offensive system built for the quarterback with the best collection of wide receivers in college football, and outside of Alabama and LSU, maybe the best the Big Ten's ever seen, probably one of the top 5 in college football over the last 15 years of receiver groups. And hell, the guy that couldn't get any playing time, Jameson Williams, he left. Now he's a Blitnikoff finalist at Alabama. Hit him so hard that his grandma feels it. Hope the temperature gets a little down. It's supposed to be around 34, 35 at game time on Saturday. Hope it's a little bit colder. I see CJ Stroud. He is a great guy when things are going great to be your quarterback. We saw it with Oregon. We saw it with Tulsa. Saw it a few times against Nebraska, Penn State. When the going gets tough, I don't know if he's got it between the eyes. I don't know if he is the guy for Ohio State to lead him in, when he gets hit. And if he gets hit so hard his grandma feels it, in that colder weather, it's going to sting for a little bit longer than it does when it's 60, 70 degrees. M for that's a pretty interesting name and a pretty interesting profile photo, just an M. And maybe that's why they're so off on this prediction. This was the prediction after the game, remember. Ohio, meaning Ohio State, will be favored by at least 21. Cue me. Music. Wrong. Wildly off. I'm guessing this is an Ohio State fan. If you're a Michigan fan, okay, cool, hook 'em. You were way off, but you were wrong on that. And I don't know how anyone could think of Michigan, a top 5 Michigan team, is going to be underdogs by 3 touchdowns at home. It's just not how point spreads typically work. Here's the point spread. It is moving more towards Ohio State. That means the money, the idiots, are coming in Ohio State because, of course, Michigan is going to win this one straight up. Over-under is 64.5. So if you're thinking about, how does that shake out to a final score, James? 64.5 probably says they think the game is going to be somewhere in the 35, 31, 35, 38, 31 range, stuff like that. One-score game, potentially 2 scores is what these sports books are handicapping it to try and get even bets on both sides, both on the spread and the over-under. And want to make sure you guys know, I mentioned at the top of the show, chatsports.com/GoBlue is the link to take advantage of the BetUS Chat Sports jersey giveaway, hooking you up because Michigan got past Penn State. We brought it back. Follow the instructions. Screenshot it now. Write it down. Take a picture. Tell your girl. Flight 504. Chatsports.com/GoBlue. Promo code GoBlue. Sign up and deposit $100. 125% deposit bonus. Make your first bet and then email us jersey@chatsports.com. We'll hook you up with this bad boy. Right there, I'm holding it, picking it up, sending it to you at your house, jersey@chatsports.com. I want to make sure everyone who has the opportunity to take advantage of this promotion doesn't miss out on it. Use the link, chatsports.com/GoBlue to make sure you redirect to that promotion page. You'll see it on the bottom of the screen coming up right here. Right there, chatsports.com/GoBlue. Shane Johnson says, the Yoder stash has saved the season. And it's really funny. I shaved right after the Michigan State game. Michigan's won every game since. Things have been going their direction ever since. You had a couple, games that Michigan could have lost here and there, Penn State game, etc. It came through. So I said I would shave it after the Michigan-Ohio State game, which is Saturday. But people are saying, I look at stash, mustache, the comments, search it. A lot of chatter out there. So leave it up to you guys. This is the final vote. Whatever you guys decide, just like Elon Musk was selling $10 billion worth of stock, if you guys say shave, I'll shave it. If you like the mustache, keep it. I'm going to keep it through Michigan's bowl game. So which Yoder do you want from after the Ohio State game through the bowl game? Is it mustache, type M? This is an official vote. Only can vote once on this one. Now, you saw yesterday's, you could vote as many me's as you wanted. Today, one man, one vote. Or if you like me shaven in the bottom screen there, type S for shaven. We're going to let you, the people, decide. It's a democratic process. Are we keeping shaven? Are we keeping mustache? Or are we keeping shaven all the way through Michigan's bowl game? Hell, national championship game, January 10th, something like that. Could be another 6 week of the mustache. Rick Moody at Moodini31 on Twitter. Go follow him. Like Rick, been a guy I've interacted with on Twitter for a number of years. How much money should I put on Ohio State money line? Rick, killing me, bro. You're my boy. I love you, but you got to get rich off Michigan, okay? You feel it'd be like blood money if Ohio State won by more than 8.5 points and you put money on them. I don't know, man. I'm not feeling it. It would be amazing, though, if you put some money on Michigan. If they lose, you're going to feel bad anyways. You're not going to miss the money. But if they win, money line, I think it's like plus 275, 300. You put 100 down, you win. You get your 100 back, you win 300, 275. I think that's the better bet for you. Get rich off Michigan. Rick, I'm not telling you to put $10,000 on it. I'm not telling you to do that either. Feeling confident. Let's go blue. Next up from J.W. Fackler. That's a funny name. Not making fun of it. Just together, it's like one of those, sounds like an old banker in the 1900s. The Vanderbilts and the Facklers. When we win for the first time in a decade, how are you going to celebrate? Hashtag beat Ohio. Also a good hashtag Bosa. I've already decided. Not going to go to the game. Going to stay here in Dallas, spend it with my family, yada, yada, yada. Come into the studio like I always do at halftime, film the fastest post-game show in college football on Saturday. If Michigan wins, I kid you not, I don't care what the cost is, grabbing producer Jeremy, and I told anybody who works here with me, if they want to come to, your boy's paying. We're getting on the first flight from the airport, heading straight to Vegas, and we are not flying back until we're either too drunk to stand up anymore or the sun comes up the next morning because some people have to come back here on NFL Sundays to work. So that's what I'm doing. If you're in Vegas, you will see me just taking bills and throwing them at people in celebration. I'm going to leave no cares out there in the world. I'm going to celebrate like it's 1999 in 2021. Michigan beat Ohio State again, which is the comment here from Frank Morgisi. Beat Ohio State again. Bosa, thank you, Frank, for buying in to the mantra, to the saying, to the slogan, the thing we say, beat Ohio State again. I started doing it on yesterday's show. I'm going to try a little bit again because people are saying, hey, I like that, James. That was a pretty cool thing you did. Bosa, Bosa, caw, Bosa, caw, Bosa, Bosa, Bosa. All right, we'll be back tomorrow. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys. If you watch this one on Thursday, we'll have a video out for you. If I don't see you before the game, we'll have a video Thursday, we'll have a video Friday, whatever. But go blue.